when I think about the leaders in tech who go into tech because they want to work on really cool things that really make a difference in our world. I mean, I even think of the phone. We were talking about Google Voice earlier, like all of the different things that have happened. It gets lost sometimes for them, and myself included, right? Because you get caught in the next tape out and the next layoff or the next acquisition. And, is that guy a better coder than me? Or is she going to get the role versus the person I want to? And there's all of the stress and self-doubt that kind of shows up in the land of tech. And to be a good vibe technician and thinking about, how you approach any client engagement, any human engagement, what do you have to say about just feeling that always on, never good enough will replace you tomorrow? Like, what can somebody do right now to just, take a moment when they're stuck in that space? What's your recommendation?
It's a framework that you and I were talking about right before we jumped on, which is my invitation, if you will, because I'm not you who's on the other side listening to this, and I'm not in the same shoes that you're in your professional or personal life. And there may be many differences between you and me in so many different ways. And we might be on a very similar path. So what I'm going to share is just an invitation. And that goes with really everything I'm sharing during the time here with Lisa. The ability to pause, to notice, and then to choose in a moment where you're feeling overwhelmed, in a moment where you're not feeling enough, in a moment where you're feeling stressed, in a moment where you're feeling judged, in a moment where you're feeling self-critical. The ability to pause and to remember that you're not your mind, and that your mind is kind of just itself is a human technology that is spinning thoughts, thought after thought after thought after thought after thought. So the ability to pause and not be a victim of the thought, but to pause and then to notice the thoughts and to notice the different types of thoughts, and then maybe even to notice the question that you're asking that is creating the thoughts. And right there is the opportunity to step into a new question.